got to get our guys going. A lot of guys had to step up today, so it's good for our team to see. Can have days like that. But proud of the growth we've had throughout the whole camp.
Yes, you talk about that growth, and obviously today was not indicative of what we saw earlier in Camp T. How would you sum it up for the offense?
Through Camp T or just overall?
Through Camp T.
Yeah, I mean, we played really well the last couple days besides this. Like I said, I'm just proud of the growth and, ready to go back home and get back to it.
When you have so many returners, did Camp T had a different vibe in terms of what takes place off the field in terms of team bonding and chemistry, or is it basically just really just the same as last year?
Good job. He's the man.
Yeah, to an extent. Same team as last year in a lot of ways. A couple new guys, but other than that, it's just, like a year together with guys, you're going to be more comfortable with them, so you're not really going to know people, you're just growing.
In terms of the comfort level, especially with so many new faces at tight end and wide receiver, do you feel at this juncture of fall camp you are where you want to be in terms of having that cohesiveness?
No, always room for growth.
In what way specific?
Every way possible, knowing your assignment, coming to practice juiced up, coming back when we're down. Today was a great understanding for us to understand that, we got to bounce back when we don't have any juice, and we kind of got to manufacture that ourselves rather than having other people just because the plays aren't being made. We got to still have that.
Sam, think about 365 days ago. A lot has changed, a lot has happened with this team. How would you say you're different walking out of Camp T this year than last year?
Oh, completely different mindset, more grown up, different goals, different aspirations. A year into the system, new roles for me. So it's just, it's a lot different in a lot of ways.
Have you seen any change in any of your teammates as well, kind of adapting that same mindset?
Through Camp T?
Just from last year, some of those returners, and knowing that the goal this year is different than maybe it was last year.
Yeah, we know what we can do this year. So it's just going to be, coming to practice every single day, not focusing on our self-accomplishments or outside noise, and just being team oriented.
What do you want to see from yourself by the time game one starts?
Just continue to grow, put one foot in front of the next. I'm not going to say I want to see this play be made this time the third, but I just want to continue to grow.
Out here at Camp T with, who he is. It's Jordyn Tyson. Jordyn, obviously you weren't participating here today, but when you look at Camp T as a whole, is there anything different that you take away now that you're a couple years in from this experience?
Yeah, to be honest, I have not practiced once at Camp T, bro. Like my first year, Dilly's first year, I was hurt. Didn't play the whole season. Second year, I got my foot stepped on, so I didn't practice that year. And then this year, my player workload too high. So, it's kind of different. But I love the camaraderie and the team bonding and stuff that we get to do while we're here, playing spades, playing Monopoly, just being with my brothers, man. So I love Camp T. I'd rather be here than at home for sure.
Who's the best at spades?
Me.
No question.
Me.
No question. And that's not just an athlete thing. That's proven fact. If I asked everybody else on the team, they would say Jordyn Tyson's best at spades.
But spades is a team game, so whoever I'm playing with.
Whoever you're playing with, you're rising. Your rising tide lifts all boats, right? When you look at yourself this season, obviously you spent a lot of time working on your strength, working on your speed. How do you see that translating into in-game effectiveness and stepping up from an effective season last year?
It's just continuing to get better, 1% every day. I feel like everybody in the country works hard, but how much are you really working? How much are you really putting in? And how much you put in is what's going to get out.
When I've talked to a couple people here today, one of the questions I keep on asking is, it's not a team, it's a family, right? And everybody says yes, but what does that mean for when you get on the field? How does being a family impact it different than just being a team?
I feel like we're able to tell each other when we're wrong. We're able to hold each other accountable. I think, bro, just having your brothers and people you really genuinely love and like out there, bro, just gives it a whole different feel. It makes you want to go even harder.
What have you seen from Sam now from 365 days ago in Camp T to today?
Just seeing defenses so well, seeing when pressure's coming, seeing when the look looks funny. He knows something's coming. He knows where to slide the pros. So he's just overall game knowledge is through the roof. He's faster than he was last year. He's a whole different player, and that's just a product of the work he puts in.
Let's talk right into Sun Devil Nation right here. Do you have a message for them going into year 3 here in Tempe for you?
Man, activate the Valley, man. Shoot, I expect to see y'all at every game. I feel like every game should be like the BYU game this year.
How does that change for a player to show up and know week in, week out, we're going to have a rocking crowd at Mountain America?
I ain't gonna lie, that BYU game was different, and if we could have every game like that, that would be amazing. Shoot, having y'all behind us is the difference in between a win and a loss.
All right. You obviously have a brother who's currently playing in the NBA. I actually saw you out in Summer League to go catch that So let's do two little hypotheticals. You playing him one-on-one and him trying to cover you. Who has a better chance of succeeding?
All right, he's not touching me on the football field at all. So like that's 10-0, whatever you want to call it. I don't know how you score that.
10-0.
We're gonna do it like that. But basketball, when he was in college, I had a little slight chance, but ever since he got to the NBA, he 10-0.
You take a little something from him, even though it's a different sport, but seeing that he is a professional athlete, right, at the highest level you can get in the world, on one of the best teams in the world, do you take away anything from that in your prep and in your approach to the game?
1000%. He's already like teaching me like the business up there, like how to be a pro, how to show up every day and do stuff like that. And also, I'd be saying like him taking me to go play basketball with him, like in the open runs and stuff like that, and nothing but help me play receiver, just like crossovers at the line, in between the legs at the line. So I'll be saying basketball helped me and shoot. He's definitely helped me on the pro side of things.
Best hooper on the team, and can Kenny Dillingham clamp him?
I'm the best hooper, bro. And Kenny happened to clamp me the other day. I let him because I wanted.
Because the cameras were on.
I wanted to make him feel happy, bro. It was the most excited I've ever seen him. So I'm gonna say I'm the best, Sam second best, and we got someone on the team that averaged like 50 points in high school, but I haven't seen him hoop yet, so I can't give him the crown yet.
You gotta see the eye test for that. Stats aren't everything, right? When you get out and get a ball in your hand. All right, you got it. Wide receiver, best at spades and best at basketball in Arizona State football. We got Jordyn Tyson out here. Appreciate you.
Sure.